Hej, ja jestem Gameplay, witam ponownie w Mass Effect Andromeda i dzisiaj sobie pozwiedzamy statek, pogadamy z załogą, przeniesiemy tego grubasa jednego wielkiego na Nexus, żeby go podłączyć i git. I tyle, lecimy.
I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break. Care for some tea, Ryder?
I'd love a cup.
It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll be it for Earth tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again.
You're not the only one, Suvi. I have those senseless thoughts all the damn time.
And? Do they bother you?
It's natural. You'd have to be made of stone not to miss home sometimes.
The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them.
From everything you've told me, you're here because of your family. Your love of science, doesn't that come from them? Aren't you with them every time you chase down a new discovery?
Ryder, that's beautiful.
My mother made the implant in my head, and my father created the AI that uses it. I haven't lost them either.
Thank you, Ryder.
No tak, lecimy już na górę.
Feeling all right? You were clinically dead for a few seconds. I didn't even know a Sam could do that.
I didn't either. Imagine how I felt.
I'll bet. Death is the only exit, not the most reassuring words to hear. Anyway, thank you, Sam, for saving Ryder's life.
You're welcome, Dr. Anwar.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
A real victory. Our arc back at the Nexus. I'd almost given up hope.
I find things, Callow. My job description's only one word.
It's horrible to think of Solarians in Ket hands, but at least our Pathfinder made it. Thank you, Ryder. I mean it truly. If you ever need a favor, just ask.
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a but he for 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced. I'm all out of stories for now. Sorry. I'll admit it. Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
I'll let you...
You...
Ciekawe.
Got a minute? I could use a favor.
You only have to ask.
I kept thinking about Sarissa and my not being a Pathfinder. And the thinking turned into a project. on Eos. Can you help me finish it?
What kind of project?
I'll put the nav points in the helm. Come along and I'll show you.
Okej, ciekawe co to będzie.
That Archon barely sees us as sentient. Strings people up like puppets. Just no more playing dead, okay? I couldn't...
I just wanted a belly rub. Is that so much to ask?
Scott, you're adorable. But damned if there isn't something wrong with you.
Or I like making you laugh.
I could use it. Losing the Krogan could really hurt us down the line. But at least we got Reika. Sorry, rambling. Did you need me?
See you later, Cora.
Stay...
We need to talk about Sam.
Dr. DeParo does not approve of how we escaped to the Ket containment field on the Archon's flagship.
By stopping the Pathfinder's heart. No, I do not approve.
Relax, Doc. It turned out okay.
Dying, even temporarily, is never okay. Ryder, Sam killed you. Yes, he brought you back, but what if he didn't?
I cannot learn without the Pathfinder. That would be akin to killing a part of myself.
Your lines of code, you can't die.
Sam would never hurt me.
Thank you, Scott.
Look, I'm not against Sam. I'm not against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
All right. I'll find a new party trick.
Have Gil teach you 3-card Monty or something.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it. Feeling okay?
I'll let you get back.
I'll be here if you need me.
Hi there. You must be the one eating all our cereal. Hey, it's okay. No one's going to eat you. You're the most adorable critter I've met in Andromeda so far. I should find you somewhere safer than our cargo bay. How about a nice warm cage in my quarters and all the cereal you can eat? Guess everybody around here needs a home.
Ryder, what a victory! Now that we know where Meridian is, the Archon's downfall begins.
A victory feels good, and there's more to come.
You have a good team here, Ryder.
Yeah, seems to be working out okay.
If you'd like, I can provide crew training about embracing emotions.
Oh, okay, I'll think about that.
Okay, let me know.
I'll see you later.
Hey, are you okay? I shudder to think what the Archon meant to do with you. I heard you had to die to get out of a trap. I think of myself as daring and death-defying, but you?
You are daring. I had upped my game.
Well, you win. Jackass. Just don't get yourself exalted, okay? That asshole means to ketify us all.
Can't let that happen.
But he's close. He's almost figured out Krogan. It's the scariest thing. Ugh. Let's talk about something else, okay? You know it.
Hey, you're 2 for 2.
What do you mean?
2 times face to face with the Archon. 2 times you spit in said face. Figuratively speaking, of course.
We were nose to nose this time. Some spit might have hit the mark.
That's a two-way street, Ryder. Ugh. Bastard's trying to exalt us all, huh? That's what all this is about?
Could be.
Typically, I like high-stakes games, but I'd rather be sitting at the kiddie table.
How's your friend Jill doing?
Good. Busy. Apparently, prepping multiple species for procreation is a lot of work. Waiting to get it all started was killing her. Now she's being shot out of a cannon, so to speak.
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
Well, bluffing and reading players aside, poker is all about math. If the odds of getting the card you need are greater than the bet, make the bet.
Good talking to you.
Anytime.
Hey, Ryder. Thinking about our run through the Archon's flagship. Word of warning. You die again, I'm taking it to HR as emotional abuse. Stop it.
We'll talk later.
Now is not a good time to be talking to me, Pathfinder.
Drac, listen.
Why? Your actions told me everything I need to know. Now walk away and give me time to calm down before I do something we'll both regret.
I'm sorry. I'm just... sorry.
Go.
I feel like things are finally going our way, for real. Getting the Solarians back, that's huge. I just wish we didn't have to sacrifice so many for it.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
No to co, najwyraźniej widać to wszyscy. Czas na Nexus. I są 3 arki już przyczepione. Jeszcze tylko jedno. Albo nawet więcej, nie, więcej miał być ark, przecież miało być te 4. Miało być jeszcze Quarianie i tak dalej. Więc no mam nadzieję, że będzie ich o wiele, wiele więcej. No skoro mają ten dok główny, no to może jeszcze dobudują? Who know? To leci.
I can understand the concern, but... You're the Pathfinder! Thank you so much for returning the Moshai to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center. He'd be honored to speak with you.
This is not what I signed up for.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
Ciekawe, co jest centrum operacyjnym.
All personnel be advised. Arc Marchero confirms docking procedures complete. Solarian colonists are incoming.
Hello again.
They're waiting for you. Careful.
Of course you approve. Ryder saved your people.
Ryder saved our people. It doesn't matter if they were Solarians. They were citizens of the Initiative.
But it doesn't hurt if there's a few less Krogan around, does it?
The Pathfinder.
Ryder, we were discussing how things ended with the Archon.
Kesh, it's true I had to leave some Krogan behind. I'm sorry about that.
In this galaxy, I would hope every life matters. Even if it's just a few Krogan.
Yet I have to question what we gained, provoking the Archon like this.
He had a map showing the location of Meridian. Now we have it, and a short window to get there. It's the control center for the terraforming network. If we get that working, all our problems are solved.
Based on what data? This is all alien science.
The vault on Aya suggests that Meridian is the key.
While I appreciate what you've done for our strike teams, we're not equipped for a war with the Ket. They'll be defending Meridian with everything they've got.
This is how we beat them. The Archon doesn't know how to bring Meridian online. He can't control the technology. I can.
Vaults, maybe. We don't know if Meridian works the same way. And attacking the Ket, only to find out you're wrong?
Then there's this Sam of yours. We took a chance letting AI get involved. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable with just how involved it's become. I can't support your plan, Ryder.
Then I will.
And so will I.
Ryder deserves a chance to try.
I applaud the gesture, but you answer to me. I hope you understand.
What's the matter, Tan? Don't want anyone else overshadowing you?
It's not called the Pathfinder Initiative. The chain of command has to be respected. That is all.
Why am I surprised? I don't exactly have a plan B.
There may be a way. Pathfinder, apologies. There was an urgent message for you. They said your sister is awake.
What?
Go. We'll talk later, in the tech lab.
Niewiarygodne. W końcu się obudziła.
Sarah.
You lied to me. You said Dad was alive.
Oh, Sarah.
Why?
You were in a coma. I couldn't bring myself to tell you, Sarah. Not like that.
But the truth was never going to change. He was always going to be dead.
I know. But at least I'd be here when you woke up to hear it.
We're all that's left, Scott.
I know. But 2 riders are more than enough to take on this galaxy.
You got a head start on me. What's this about you being a Pathfinder?
Yeah, Dad's crazy idea of a joke.
From the sounds of it, you're going to need all the help you can get.
Careful.
No way are you fit for duty, miss. That stubborn skull of yours needs a chance to heal.
Says who?
Just for once, take it easy, will you? There'll still be plenty of mountains left to climb when you wake up.
Better leave the tallest one for me.
If you two want to catch up some more, that's fine, but no getting out of bed.
Ryder, this is Pathfinder Reika. We have a plan for Meridian. Please come by the tech lab as soon as you can.
Will do.
No tak, przecież jestem teraz na Hyperionie, czyli... To plan. Tylko, że jakoś z innej strony na Hyperionie. Mam lekkie déjà vu. Ej, no wait, czemu tutaj węzła sama nie ma? Ja się z tym nie godzę. Hej no, jest tylko tyle. Dział kriogeniki. Okroili to miejsce. No smutno. He, no to wrócimy tu kiedy indziej. Albo i niekoniecznie. Jak kliknę to samo, to ciekawe gdzie mnie wywali.
On the Exile Port. After a bitter fight with their collective rivals, the Outcasts have now claimed control of Kadar.
Hi, też na Hyperion? Nie, dość ciekawe, tylko że teraz nieokrojona wersja. Ej, no offense.
On the run as Kadar's security tightens under Outcast leader Sloan Kelly. This is a showdown on Kadar.
Porobili to na Big Brain, jak to powiadają.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is when Alec first learned of the initiative.
O, ciekawe co to.
It will be just a moment.
Hello, Alec.
I'm too old for Cloak and Dagger. I got your message. I'm here. Who are you?
A benefactor, if you like.
You have something to offer me?
A future.
That's vague.
A future for your wife. You're out of money. Your contacts have dried up. You can't finish Sam.
How do you know about...
I can help you. Whatever you need.
Start by telling me what you need.
Your AI is more than a cure for your wife. It could also be the salvation for many others.
I don't follow.
Where we're going, we'll need a different perspective to understand things.
Where's that? The Andromeda Galaxy?
I have a proposal for you. And Ellen doesn't have much time. Are you interested?
Who was that? The benefactor?
I believe there was more to the Andromeda initiative than was publicly understood. Private logs are now available in your father's quarters. They may shed further light on the matter. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
Ciekawe co się teraz odblokowało.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of
Your father's personal logs.
I had a strange meeting yesterday. I thought it would be with Jien Garson, who founded the initiative, but it wasn't. I guess Jien's the visionary, the one who gets everyone excited about the project and drums up publicity. But then this benefactor apparently provides resources and money. And I mean a lot of money. It's a little unusual. But everything about this project is.
Interesting. I wonder if Director Tan knows anything about this. Worth talking to him.
I accepted the initiative's offer. They're calling me a Pathfinder. There's no other option left. Sam will never happen without their help. Our savings are gone, and no one will return my calls. I am a pariah. There's something strange going on with this benefactor. But Ellen's getting worse. I can't fail her.
No cóż, jeszcze tylko jeden urywek został wspomnienia. I tyle. Chociaż plus takie, że tutaj się drzwi otwierają tak centralnie przed nami. Kiedyś w normalnych Mass Effectach jest tak, że po prostu musimy napierdzielać te drzwi, aż się otworzą, aż się łaskawie otworzą. I to długo zawsze trwało, a tutaj idealne to jest.
Though Director Jaren Tan has provided a few details so far.
Without Jean, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
Ryder, good to see you. We've been working with Dr. Ardana and her team on the problem of getting to Meridian.
We think we have the answer.
I'm listening.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
When you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Ket won't know which one is real. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
I can work with that, just enough to give us an advantage.
The rest will be on you.
I can handle it, though it means going against the initiative. We're alone here. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
Occupational hazard. Part of being a Pathfinder.
Sure, if they'd pay us once in a while.
Not likely after this.
You'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology first. Then we'll meet you at Meridian.
Good luck.
Largely because Ket technology appears mimetic, taking designs from different sources to improve their own. It is a familiar pattern. Observe, conquer, incorporate. Scan to assess the nature of the damage.
Andromeda's life has been suffocated or lost.
I cannot speculate, Professor. We should anticipate the Ket learning from and incorporating initiative technology as well.
Wow, to później. Mamy też jedno zadanie do zrobienia, tak?
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think I... Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
I'm sure you wouldn't hurt me or Sam, but I need to investigate.
I understand.
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to 10. Perhaps someone took the next step.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious and powerful. Many fear what is not understood.
Everything's uncertain. Maybe they just want to feel safer.
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if there have been similar incidents.
The AI kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
Detecting Pathfinder Ryder.
Hi there. Excuse the educational stuff. I hacked Vina as a sock puppet. So, our virus set you free. Hope you're doing better without that AI jammed into your head.
You sent that virus to free me from Sam?
Not just me. Our movement. We couldn't let you suffer with that thing in your brain.
Pathfinder, it's possible they don't realize their virus failed. Pretending that it worked might win their trust.
Hello? Ryder?
Yes, I can't believe I'm free. Thank you.
This is what our movement is for. Helping people like you. Knight says human AI merging is a threat to all life. She'd know, trust me. Oh, Knight's our founder. The virus wouldn't exist without her.
So where are you running this puppet show from?
Our sanctuary. I'll ask Knight if you can come visit.
Great, thanks.
Can't promise anything, but watch your email. Bye.
A whole movement of AI-hating hackers, with a leader called Knight.
She and her followers seem to have experience with human-AI partnership.
If they attacked you, they're capable of anything. I'll check my email. We need to find
If I was intelligent, I could hold this entire station hostage. Imagine what it could do to your family.
Welcome to the Cultural Exchange Center. Please have a
Another
look
power
around.
short.
I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
Pathfinder, I'm glad you could stop by.
We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived.
How did you get this job?
I was a sociologist in the Milky Way. While there were plenty of cultures to study, the books on them had all been written. There was nothing new I could add. So when I heard about the initiative, I signed up right away. The idea of meeting new people, seeing how they've evolved, adapted to life's challenges, I couldn't resist.
What goes on here?
The Cultural Center is a place where new races we've met can visit and exchange ideas. They can... You've already brought us our first visitors by making...
Have you heard anything?
I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful.
What do you think of the...
I hope we can win them over. Cement...
Thanks.
You are looking at an image of the Milky Way.
The original system of the colonists now arriving in Andromeda. Countless light sources.
nothing education.
Aha! I knew it! Horizontal gene transfer. They can incorporate new DNA seamlessly into their
My
own
model of
genome.
Helios blossoms with data thanks to you. Here, please. You have earned this. The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
Do you have something in...
Plans for... I want... Add...
Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead or make them
Flag of the tail.
You're back. People happen when you work at a bar.
Got you there, Dutch.
I'll have to get used. I'm done. Be careful. The snark is strong.
Snark is good.
Ugh. You'd think. Speaking, I'm going to call it the Tall Moose. You again. Oh, I mean,
Oh, Dutch, look at you.
things are fine. It's people I don't like. They talk back.
Maybe.
And wait,
I would... Hey now.
the drink. Not you.
Interesting. Thanks, Pathfinder.
Plan 4.
Nawet jest lakier Archanioł, nie?
Good morning.
Heya.
Or is it evening?
system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. Though not much yet is known about the underground structure, it's believed to be in origin. Noted Astari scientist Pelisaria Baseo.
What we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos.
This is HNS. A violent illness related to cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 as authorities baffled. Multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is HNS.
Another cache of stolen supplies, alerting the dock manager.
A violent illness related to cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 as authorities baffled. Multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is HNS. You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
We're getting the Solarian Arc settled in now. People keep asking about the Natanus, but it's a big cluster. We'll find them. Just so you know, our intel says the Archon's pissed. I'd warn your team.
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
Then what's the point of all those outposts I've founded?
People need more than space, Ryder. They need work they're trained for, and we don't have placements for those families. If I just toss them to any outpost with a spare bunk, they become a burden we can't afford.
What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
Weekly injury report. Multiple casualties under heavy engagement.
Thanks for understanding. About the outpost and the protesters.
You don't strike me as the
I'm not. It's done. I don't want to think about it. Need something else?
Hey, Ryder, I'd like a
Yes?
That's me. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and
Tracking enemy activity. Reports out to intelligence.
I'm sorry, Lana.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the Saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel. Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the Saboteur used.
Attention all personnel. The Angaran diplomatic team has arrived on the Nexus.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered. Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
The Cultural Center requests.
Hello again, Pathfinder.
How are we doing on the viability front?
Aiming for success. It sounds pat, but you're living up to the job.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like brought out of cryo.
I want to avoid that entirely. For reasons.
Reasons? That's it?
Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, that's a request you can make. Access the sleeper records through Brekker's console. It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Understood? Hello again, Pathfinder.
What's the deal with your assistant? He's a bit...
Spender is an ass.
That's one way of putting it.
I'm aware that he holds certain prejudices, but so does Tan, and we've limited personnel to draw from.
Your people, your problem.
Technically, you're my people too, so be the example.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
People are eager to help. The shortages are obvious, but you're turning it to inspiration. There's so much beneath Vold. Some are calling it beautiful, but not when I'm around. Poetry remains off-limits. While Tate is a master at wringing out resources, there are legitimate concerns about the connections you use to place it.
Sloan is established. We need that influence.
Tan is livid, of course. Giving the exiles any concession legitimizes them. Keep an eye on it. There's only so much I can deflect, and only so long as you can promise stability.
Director Addison?
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Arc Parchero advises stasis revival protocols are proceeding.
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
Why'd you join the initiative?
I was a teacher. A good life. I could...
You did the math and it said, come to Andromeda?
No. I just did... Here, I don't have a clue what tomorrow will bring. Feels more like...
What's your take on the
Please consult the And your progress thrills me. Make my job obsolete, Pathfinder. I dare you.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
I heard that the chief engineer on EOS went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now that Prodromos is on track, I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
I have a specific...
Name and designation if available.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Why do some colonists have a number letter designation?
All initiative members do. In the CV file somewhere anyway. It isn't relevant when everyone is doing everything. I suppose it's like caring about a middle name. Do you not know yours?
I wasn't aware I had one.
You were in select company, even before you were made Pathfinder. Scott Ryder, Pathfinder. Specialist designation, A04 Malapa.
Something interesting?
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Cassidy Shaw, I'm Scott Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna... Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but still the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He could have been killed. The reality... To me, that's the saddest part. In retrospect...
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. Nexus exiles find a home.
Former security are implicated in the mutiny.
Psst. What's going on? Why are you whispering?
I'm planning a surprise for Superintendent Kesh. She's always complaining that our stock of spirits is tame. I hear Kadara Port is famous for bizarre homebrews, supposedly pack a powerful punch. Hoping you can pick some up and keep it quiet.
You do know Krogan have super hearing, right?
What? Shit. Oops. Hope you can find something. Mom's the word.
I'm worried about this place if they can't find you.
Then defend the station. It's all we can do here. Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Nothing more for now.
The extra resources from the colonies are really easing our workload.
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Alert Professor Hurek to come secure it.
Superintendent Mackmore, I have some reports here that...
Oh, sorry, comms breaking down. Probably wiring. Try again later?
Ryder, can you... Tan can't kick me off the station now.
Fireworks Professor.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you a...
Thank you.
Anything else?
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you. Don't.
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading.
Good job. We're bound to find something there. Let's go confront him.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
Can I talk to you, Ryder? Good that you're here, Ryder. I found something while monitoring comms for the Nexus. Multiple attacks by people called the Three Sabers. They're hitting outposts and supply vessels. The really weird part is they seem aware of our operations, like they're getting intel.
What are you saying? That someone's feeding them info?
Maybe. It would be really bad if that were true, right? I've reported it, and they say they'll investigate, but then forget. But you're the Pathfinder. If someone's... I don't know. Maybe the...
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute? Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. Director Tan loved the first broadcast. Sent a contribution for your expenses.
Thanks.
Let's get to the juicy stuff. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
I gave Prodromos the best start a Pathfinder could. But we can't predict everything. We just do our best.
Probably not the rah-rah quote Tan would hope for, but very genuine. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
What about you? I can't imagine you putting your camera down for anything.
I'm not the one history cares about.
I need a minute to think about my answer. And I'd like to know.
Back home, I'd go sailing. I love the water. Nowadays, I play ocean sounds, close my eyes, and remember. Okay, your turn.
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode. Thanks for stopping. But footage of that remnant vault is sealed. Can we get a model?
Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we've met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
Running colonial affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
From what I've heard, your hands are... I saw the footage. You were handing something off?
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasted.
Hello again.
I gave Prodromos the best start a Pathfinder could. But we can't predict everything. We just do our best.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
How are things going with Ark Lucinia?
The Asari seem happy just to be alive, but the Nexus is running out of places to put them.
Ryder, I trust there are no hard feelings. As tempting as Meridian may be, caution must guide us.
I can see where it's the safest course.
Risk aversion may not sound inspiring, but when the lives of so many are at stake, it's the right call. Did you have some other business?
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
I think we already have, though physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. I will send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
I'm curious. What do you know about the people who backed the initiative?
What everyone knows. Jean Carson was the founder and visionary. Unfortunately, she died on the Nexus during the Scourge disaster.
Is there anyone else?
I would almost welcome them. A voice to silence the rabble. Then Kesh might listen. But no, we're alone. Why do you ask?
No reason. Guess I was hoping the cavalry was on the way.
Yes, if only she'd lived. No, Gian Carson was the beacon. A sad end to someone of such stature. Dying alone.
Oh?
It was chaos. By the time they found her, she was already dead, succumbed to her injuries.
That's some kind of luck. Dying after a 600-year trip she organized personally?
No one ever said fate is kind. If you're suggesting something else happened, Ryder, I'd rather.
Thank you for your time.
Ryder, if you wish to pursue this further, accessing Nexus security records may reveal more information.
Arclucidia advises stasis revival protocols are proceeding.
Okay. What? The only hard fact is that her body was found in one of the apartments.
Then connecting her death to the Scourge disaster was mere speculation.
Yeah, they just wanted this to go away. I think we need to check out that apartment.
Environmental data will allow us to reconstruct the scene.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
No i co, to by kontynuuje w kolejnym odcinku, co nie? Będzie ją.